What's up? My name is Tayuji, and today we are going to be building the best made Noelle. I actually have a deep appreciation for Noelle because Noelle actually hard carried me through this game all the way up until AR 55. Now, Noelle isn't a super meta-defining, amazing character, but she is definitely an amazing beginner character. That is the entire reason why she is the first character that is guaranteed to you on the beginner banner. The reason why I used Noelle for so long is because I never really learned how to play the game or dodge properly, because Noelle has this amazing elemental skill where she throws on a shield and you can't die anymore. Wait, that's my bad. Wait, were you trying to, was he trying to do something? Was he like trying to hit me or something? I don't know what he's going on. I don't know what he's trying to do. That shield will go ahead and tank hits for you, but also while that shield is active and you have your elemental burst active, you will also heal off of every single hit that you do. And Noelle is no slouch. She also can deal a pretty good amount of damage for being a 4-star character. Usually I wait to show team comps until later in these videos, but I do just want to show you the initial team that I used until AR 55. Oh my goodness, what a throwback. I used this team for so long while knowing absolutely nothing about Genshin Impact. And you know, looking at it today, it's actually not that bad of a team. I just really liked using Geo Traveler, and Geo Traveler produced a lot of Geo Particles for Noelle, so Noelle could always have her burst up so I would never die. Now that we are done taking a trip down memory lane, let's go ahead and get into Noelle's build. And even to this day, I still use Noelle, so I'm pretty sure she still has a build on her. Yes, she does, 48 over 182. And that crit rate is actually good once I show you which artifact set I was using. Now, Noelle is somebody that kind of scales off of defense, and by kind of, I mean her defense is converted into attack, so she's still an attack scaler, so she benefits off of Bennett. So it's actually better to build her on attack up until the point where you get her at Constellation 6 or your burst talent at level 10. See, it's funny because usually when I'm making these character build videos, I know absolutely nothing about the character. I'm legitimately building the character and playing them for the very first time. But, you know, I know a little bit about Noelle, okay? I can talk a little bit about Noelle. Now, as for what weapons you want to use on Noelle, you actually have an amazing free-to-play option, White Blind. So if anything, if you don't have any 5-star weapons, if you don't have Red Horn Stone Thresher, if you don't have an R5 Serpent Spine, you can always go ahead and just use White Blind. It's always there, pretty easy to craft. And as for artifacts, I'm currently on 4-piece Marechaussee Hunter because she is actually an amazing unit to go along with Furina. The reason for that being is that Noelle is a main DPS character, but she also has team-wide healing. Usually on Furina teams, there isn't as much variation because you need to have your main DPS unit and Furina, and you need to slot in a healer. So you're already eating up 3 slots just by running Furina. But Noelle is an absolute legend, and she actually consolidates both of those roles. But if you don't have Furina, then a really good set for her is also Husk of Opulent Dreams. Currently, my Noelle is C6, and her C6 is pretty important because it increases Noelle's attack by an additional 50% of her defense. And then as for my Noelle's talents, I do already have her at level 999 or 91212, but today I'm going to do something that I should have done a long time ago. We're going to go ahead and crown Noelle's normal attack. I main this character up until AR 55, so I think if anybody, Noelle deserves a crown. Yo, that high plunge scaling is actually kind of crazy, 368%? Also, you know that Hoyoverse loves Noelle because if you look at everybody else's talent animation of them standing there, it's all a lot of like default poses, like arms on hips, hands in air, right? Like literally, look at this, look across the board. Like, look at all of these animations. But then we look at Noelle. Noelle is the only one with this talent pose, I'm pretty sure, where she's like blushing and looking off to the side. And my tinfoil hat theory is that they are always secretly trying to buff Noelle. That is the whole reason why they made Furina the way she is. Furina was just a Noelle buff. Okay, but anyways, let me go ahead and showcase some Noelle teams. Now, obviously, the first team we have to use is the original team that started it all for me. Now, this team is not very good, but it is a team full of 4-star characters and the Traveler who you start with, so you could potentially already have all of these characters. So real quick, let me fight the Cryo Regisvine. Oh my goodness, this is nostalgic. This is the boss that I used to fight with my resin all the time because I didn't know about farming for artifacts. So even after I hit like AR 50 and everything, I was still just using all my resin on world bosses because I didn't know what else to do with it. I was literally out here with 4-star plus 4 artifacts up until like AR 55. Give Noelle some energy. Boom. All right, let's test this out. And then I don't want to use that because that'll beat the Regisvine too quickly. I need a 4th hit. Come on. Ah, 38k. Yo, 38k just off of Bennett buff. But we can go further, because now with Natlan's release, we actually do have a perfect character to pair alongside Noelle. Before Shalonen, I think that the only good source of Geo Resistance Shred was Zhongli. But now let's try out fighting the Regisvine again with a few more buffs.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. I'm going in, as a dutiful maid would.
Oh shit, I don't know if I'll be able to beat it. Okay, boom. 64k, brother. 64k off of just a normal attack? Is Noelle meta? Okay, I realize Noelle isn't that crazy. She's actually at the bottom of a lot of tier lists for people. But look, Noelle provides very comfy gameplay, which I think is a benefit. I think that's something that a lot of people overlook. But now let's go ahead and give Noelle a try with one of her best supports, that being Furina. This is the exact same team as my Ningguang team. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. I am curious what her attack looks like after we've done all of the buffs. Boom! 54k, just a sec. 5,604 attack. That is, of course, while she's inside the Bennett Burst, Noelle C6, and level 12 Sweeping Time talent. But I'm just saying, 5,604 attack? We are going hamburgers right now, bro. Man, I really wish that I had Stone Thresher, because I'm pretty sure we could do way more damage, but we are just, like, super overcapped on crit rate right now. Because I only have crit rate claymores besides White Blind. Like, if my Marashose pieces were all just like crit damage, it would be way better. Okay, I did just recently use all of my artifacts trying to get pieces for DPS Barbara. But you know, we got a couple. We can go ahead and try and get something for Noelle. We have almost 34. I mean, screw it. We can just use these two artifacts, right? Yeah, these aren't that great. So yeah, we'll go ahead and use this. Let's see if we can get something for Noelle. Okay. Wait a second. Could be a good piece. That could be a good piece. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yo, that is a perfect Noelle piece. But the real issue is, are they gonna roll well? That's the main problem. Let's see. So first, crit defense, you know, like not terrible. Not terrible. We don't really want to see crit rate because we're already so capped on crit rate. But let's see. That is so, man, that's good, but like at the same time on a Marashose piece. Okay, we got one of crit damage. Can I get one more of crit damage, please? Attack percent. Okay. Man, comparing these two artifacts, I don't know. I feel like this one's still better. But we still have this feather to go for. Okay, we're full sending it. It's all going to go into crit damage for sure. Let's get it. Wait, hold up now. Okay, one roll into HP. Not that big of a deal. Wait, what if this all hits? That's definitely better than the current feather that I have. Let's go ahead and switch over to this one. See, now the new stats are 73 over 186, which means that we're only 109 crit rate after we add in the 36% crit rate from Marashose. Slightly better. Slight upgrade. And this is also a great time to show you another team that we can use. We could also use Plunge Noelle. The main issue is trying to get enough energy for Noelle. Boom. 79k, brother. $87k. Yo, just casually? Casually just doing that? Yo, stop it, Noelle. Stop it. Okay, but now we're going to be trying out this team. I like to call this team Wet Rock. Very similar to Pride Rock from the hit movie Lion King, but this one's more moist. And boom, 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 boom. Yo, 64k normal attacks on top of all that damage. Look how fast we shred through the enemy. Ow. Let's go. We out here slaying dragons. And look, you already know. We're one phase in. We are one phase in Simon. Not even a question. Let's go. Yo, clean this man up, Noelle. Bah. 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 Oh my god, it's so easy. It's just too easy. Noelle is too powerful.
lot of damage.
Also, one of my favorite Noelle teams is Furina, Navia, Goro, and Noelle. This team uses a quick swap playstyle where you are utilizing the fact that Noelle does not leave her elemental burst state when you swap off of her. So Furina buffs the entire team while Noelle constantly deals damage and heals your entire party. Goro is there for the defense buff, but also the 40% Geo crit damage buff if you have him at C6, because we are running 3 Geo characters. Then Navia is meant to be swapped into just for her elemental skill and burst. Navia also works well as a Geo battery to keep Noelle's burst up because Noelle doesn't really produce any energy on her own. It is a team that takes a bit of getting used to, but that is why I really like dual DPS teams. It feels like there is more to keep track of, which keeps me more engaged. So yeah, that is Noelle. It's definitely nostalgic playing Noelle, and it's as true today as it was 4 years ago. Noelle still takes Noelles. A lot of people see Noelle as just a beginner character that you play until you get your first shiny 5-star character. But for me personally, she was everything. She was my main DPS, my sub DPS, my tank, my healer, my shielder. So Noelle will always be a character that I come back to. Now, I will have to admit, mechanically, Noelle isn't as fun to play as other characters like Hazo or Yanfei. You are kind of just activating your elemental skill and then your burst and then you're just normal attacking away. But I do always like to bring up game feel because the way it feels to play a character is pretty important to me. And the way that you become this absolute unit once you activate Noelle's shield and just start hammering away at the enemy, it does feel good still. So I would still give Noelle a 7 out of 10 on the fun scale. That is going to be the end of today's video. If you watched the entire video, thank you so much. It really helps me out. And just remember, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you. And I'll see you in the next video.